Hi folks, and welcome back to more of my sea kayaking adventures. My final video from our Oban Meet December 2022. Oban to Lismore and return with more downwind surfing runs. With forecasted northerly force 5s, we opted to paddle from Oban out to Lismore with a ferry glide to angle across the wind, reaching Lismore north of the lighthouse. With lunch at the lighthouse and back in the kayaks to paddle north to Craig and Pladder Isles, with Lismore affording slight shelter, then out into the middle of the sound for a better angle to run with the wind straight back, returning south to Oban. The group had based themselves in Oban's fine, almost hotel-like youth hostel. I chose my own hotel, comfy and warm in my camper van.
Coldest day of the year.
So day 3 of our Oban Meet, a freezing start after -8 overnight, but a beautiful bright morning. We geared up at the youth hostel and launched from the promenade right in front of the hostel.
No, they're all here, Will.
As usual, there was plenty of banter from the group regarding those having not done their fair share of carrying boats.
What do you want with the rest of the group from? Who's not with it?
Once on the water, we headed over to Kerrera to stay out of the shipping channel and any approaching ferries. -8 last night gave rise to stunning views over Mull and snow-capped peaks. Now out in the Firth of Lone, we could feel the full strength of the wind. This required us to aim further up Lismore, giving us a ferry glide to reach our actual heading just north of the lighthouse. Lismore Lighthouse, with its 26-metre tower, stands on the tiny island of Aileen Moorsdale, built in 1833 at a cost of £4,260 and was manned until 1965.
Fantastic.
It's just perfect condition.
Yeah, force 2, gusting 3.
I just love pulling Ian's leg. It was a good force 4, gusting into 5.
Here's the ferry again.
Some of the group thought a landing on the west side would be better. However, there was more wind and waves making it difficult. Fabulous views in the stunning light, with the yacht making good progress as we paddle back around to the other side and a more sheltered slipway.
In the courtyard's probably as good as anything.
Once landed, it was lunch bags in hand and off to find a sheltered spot out of the wind. This place was fantastic, with the light tower ahead and the many buildings that would have once been home for the lightkeepers.
Not a problem.
Our original intention was to paddle over and play on Lady Rock's tidal race that runs over a skerry and lies to the south of the lighthouse. Sadly, there was no movement to be seen. Back a bit, Ian.
I hope there's been no abuse. I think my camera...
What an absolute motley crew, a right bunch of scruffs.
Yeah, fine. Cheers.
Out on the water again, and the plan was to head north against the wind with whatever shelter Lismore Island would offer. This would allow us to gain ground upwind, tucking in behind Craig and Platter Isles, then out into the middle of the Sound for a better angle to run south with the wind and surf back to Oban. Further north we found little shelter from the island now, so instead of battling straight into wind, it was decided to angle northeast, ferry gliding across the wind until we reached shelter behind the islands. As sometimes happens with larger groups, and especially in stronger winds, members can become spread out over quite large areas.
A little bit of dissent in the ranks.
Regrouping behind the islands, we split into 3 smaller groups for our downwind run. This would ensure greater safety in the strengthening wind and fading light. Excellent light and a fabulous silhouette down the Firth of Lorne. Images that will stay fresh in my mind for years to come. Passing Ganavan village off to the east, then on to the inside channel of Maiden Isle, clear of any ferries that may be approaching. Finally, back in the approaches to Oban, and it's looking rather sleepy now the sun has slipped below the horizon. Some quiet contemplation over events of the day, and another bit of banter gets underway.
You know, in this environment, this playground here...
We're recording now, can you repeat that?
My objection to this is that my friend Joe, who thinks Andy is a saint, right, he tells us that he has the Geordie paddle group. You know what she calls paddle group? The every man for yourself group. She's a friend of Andy's.
Okay guys, this is the kind of people that...
Another cracker of a day, out on the water with the crazy gang. Thanks again, guys.
Goodbye till the next time.